Hello everyone, my name is Diana and I'm a makeup and beauty lover, and I've been absent from YouTube for way too long, so I am back with a video of Shop My Stash, and I'm gonna start by applying this cranberry lip oil from Essence. If you can hear meowing, it's my cat wants to get inside my room. She is actually a stray cat that appeared in my garden, and so we adopted her. She's very cute. Move on to primer, and I will be using one for the first time. This is the Powerpuff Girls XX Revolution Mattifying Primer. So I do have a lot of products in my collection that I've never tried, because I like to start using a product and then finish it before going to the next one. But I have to start just using all of my makeup and not waiting for it, and not waiting for a product to finish. So this has a gel-like consistency, and I've heard a lot of great things about this primer. Well, it is definitely mattifying my skin, and it smells a little bit like bubblegum or cotton candy. So I've been absent from YouTube because I have been kind of in a limbo in the job department because I just left my old job, which I loved, but I just couldn't go back to Lisbon, and they wanted someone there physically. And so I've kind of been just looking for jobs right now, which has been eventful. So I actually started in a company, and I was there for a month, and I didn't want to sign a contract with them because basically the job description that I applied for was not what I was really doing. And there were several things like in the offices, women had to wear a garment specifically, like with the name of the company, and the men didn't. So I was like, what? Then for a commercial job, there were like fixed computers, not portable computers. When the commercials went abroad visiting clients, they had to carry their personal PCs and phones, and there was a lot of things that I didn't agree with, and so I didn't sign a contract with that company. So it's been eventful, and it is kind of hard to be a 28-year-old woman who has a bachelor degree and some experience, and either people don't want to hire you because they don't want to pay more, or you get certain jobs that are not what they say, from my experience so far. For my eyebrows, I'm gonna use this Kiko Mood Boost Eyebrow Duo. I'm just gonna use the pencil part. This is like a pencil on one side and then a kind of eyeliner on the other one. I'm gonna use the pencil part just to fill in my brows. I'm basically at a point in my life where I'm not sure. Like, I'm 28 years old and I am just seeing what life brings me. I guess there are always times in your life where you are happy and you know what you're doing and you have a solid like relationship or a solid position in your job and everything goes well. Like, I've had those years in my life, but then are other times where everything is just like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's not a midlife crisis, but it's kind of a like, what the fuck. And that's kind of the beauty and ugly of life. So I think it really depends on the perspective. I'm at a position where I can comfortably look for what's best for me, and that's a really great thing. But I'm also kind of thinking that I'm gonna be turning 29 this year, and I don't feel like I am solid. Like, I am not that type of person that is indecisive, I would say, but I am not as well like, oh, I know I want to have a kid this year. That this doesn't happen to me. So yes, everything is really, I guess, up on air. But I truly believe that what's best for me will come, so I just have to be patient and wait for it. So I just filled in my brows, and now I'm gonna apply some gel, and I got this Got2b gel. This is a really hyped up product on all social media platforms, so I'm gonna be testing this. I don't really like that glued eyebrow look. I just want a gel to make them last all day. So I am curious if you are in a sort of similar situation in your life or not. I guess some people seem to have everything figured out, and I'm not one of them right now, which is fine. But I'm just curious if there are more young people in my situation, I guess. So now for foundation, I'm gonna be trying the Hydro Flex from Tarte. This is not my first time trying this foundation. This is like a serum-like foundation, so I'm just gonna shake it very well. And I always like to apply some of it on the back of my hand, on the face. And now I just wet this Shiglam sponge, and it became like 3 times the size. It is so big. It's very cute. So I'm gonna use it to spread the foundation. This is supposed to be a light coverage, like a kind of tinted serum, I guess, which is definitely what now I look for in foundations, because everything changes, and I used to be high coverage matte foundation wearer, and now I am not. So I am in a chatty mood, which I usually don't do videos like this, but regarding that same work situation that I was talking about, I think we should always trust our gut feeling. And the first time that I went to that interview, I kind of thought like, this, I don't know why, but this isn't for me. And I should have followed that gut instinct, because it was right. And I don't think we should settle for less. Of course, it depends on where we are in our lives, but right now I think I just have to keep applying to jobs and wait for what's right for me. So yes, and trust my gut feeling. So now for concealer to pair with the foundation, I have the Tarte C concealer. This is not my first time trying it as well. For concealer, I like to apply just a little bit here. Less is more sometimes. And now I like to leave it to settle a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and use some cream bronzer. I'm gonna use my Essence Got Bronze in the shade Cinnamon Spice. I absolutely love this little tiny bronzy stick. This is so good. I like to apply it with a brush from the stick, like so. Like, the color is really, really good, and the blendability as well. And I also missed filming because I can practice my English speaking, which I'm always watching YouTube videos in English, but to speak is a different thing. Sometimes I still struggle, especially because I do think we have a button to switch off languages. So sometimes I'm in Portuguese mode and I cannot speak English for the life of me. Although I understand everything, I just have to switch the button on. But look how easy and how good this bronzer stick looks. Like, this is €2 something. Fabulous. Love it. Now, for my cream blusher, I have here a Korean beauty product. This is from I'm Mimi, and this is the Pep Balm. It's kind of one of those products that you can use both on your cheeks and lips. I'm gonna squeeze just a little bit because this is really pigmented, but I do love a red blush. And to apply it, I think I'm gonna use my fingers to apply it. So I just basically smooshed it like so. And now I'm gonna apply it on my cheeks. This is one of those products that is trust the process. Looks really pigmented and scary right now, but I'm gonna blend it and it will look nice. Now it looks really good, in my opinion, of course. And now it's time to blend out my concealer, which I'm gonna use the sponge as well for that. I always like to bring my concealer on my lid because I have veiny eyelids and I like to cover it up. I remember that when I was in high school, the only makeup I wore was a beige eyeshadow from H&M to cover my veiny eyelids because it was the thing that bothered me. So it was literally a eyeshadow palette from Snoopy from H&M. Probably my sister got me or something. And that's what I wear to high school, only that. I'm peeling right here in my mustache area, but I don't think it's the foundation. I think that I really need to exfoliate my skin. So yeah, that was just something I noted. But moving on to powder. I'm gonna set my under eyes using the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. And I'm gonna use a brush, I think, to apply it, a brush like this. And I've heard a lot of great things about this powder. So I'm just gonna remove the lines from the concealer, like so. Yes, I think it looks nice. So far, so good. Now, for the powder for my face, I'm gonna use this Catrice All Matte Shine Control Powder. I have it in the shade Sand Beige. And just with a brush like this. I always like to powder my entire face because I have large pores and the powder really helps to disguise them. Kinda acts like a filter. Like so. For bronzer, I'm gonna use the Catrice Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder. It says it's water resistant. I have it in the shade 030 Medium Bronze. I'm going to apply it with this brush. It's a little bit denser, but it's the brush I have right here with me. This is a really nice kind of medium tone bronzer, at least for me, of course. I think this is a shade I will be wearing more during the summer. Catrice makes really good bronzers, so I don't think I've ever been disappointed by a Catrice bronzer. And this one looks really good. For powder blusher, I want to use this palette that I have from Root Cosmetics. This is the Blush Crush palette. And look at all these beautiful tones. So let me see what I want to do. I think I'm gonna go for this to match my red cream blush. This is the Match 3 shade. I think these are really pigmented, so I need to be careful. Ooh, yes, they are pigmented. Kind of went overboard. No, just I like this palette, but it's kind of pigmented. So just be aware of that if you have it. Now for highlighter, I have one of my favorites from my collection. This is the Catrice Heart Affairs highlighter. It looks like this. It's so beautiful. And I'm gonna apply it with a little brush. It's a really pretty, kind of like champagne-y highlighter. And it's one of those that it's blinding. It is a highlighter. And now for my setting spray, I'm gonna go with the Revolution Fortnite Peely Fixing Spray. This smells like one of those banana gummies. Now let's move on to eyeshadow, and I am a anime lover. And this is a kind of recent love of mine, I would say. So I have this palette as well from Root Cosmetics. This is the Cat Girl Chronicles. And this is so cute. It has a little sheet like it's from a manga. And look at all these beautiful fun shades. My dream trip, which is on my list, is to go to Japan. I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo. Not that I know anything of Japanese, I cannot say that, but I'm trying. But I just recently got really fascinated by the culture, and of course because I love anime, so that's why. But regarding this palette, these colors are really pigmented. They are absolutely stunning. I think I wanna do something either blue or purple. I firstly use a brush, like an angled brush, and I'm gonna go with this color called Okyaku-sama, if I'm saying that correctly, right here. It is a really beautiful blue. And I'm going to stamp in my brush like so. I'm gonna kind of do something like this. And I'm gonna speed it up so you just get the finished result. I have something like this. I probably should have used a eye pencil to outline and then put this shadow on top because it would be more vibrant, but it's okay. I'll move on from this. This brush, this little tiny brush, and I think I want to go into Kirena. This shade, it's like a greenish bluish shade. It's really stunning, and I'm gonna try to blend out on top of it. Now with a little bit of concealer, I'm going to sort out my wing situation. And here, if you can notice, I have a little bit of dry skin flaking off. That's not from the palette, it's really from my skin. Okay, so something like this, it is not perfect, but it's okay. And now I have to choose a shimmer, and we have so many pretty ones. I'm gonna swatch some of them. Here are my options. I think I'm gonna go with Kira, so the blue one. I'm feeling this one. With a brush, let's see how it applies. It applies nicely. Like so. And now for the inner corner, I'm gonna go with Yuki. This one right here. So Yuki is snow in Japanese, I think. Hopefully I'm not saying crap, but I've seen the new anime, which is Signs of Affection, and the main character is Yuki, and I think it means snow, just from what I've seen in the show. And this is a really like duochrome shade. It looks white in the pen, but it's absolutely purple. So this is definitely a different look, but I was kind of in the mood to do something different. And now for my eyeliner, I think I want to use this one from GRWM. This is from the collection Cosmic something. This is the Milky Way eyeliner pencil. It's the blue one. They are very, very pigmented and they will stay. They have a absolutely amazing staying power. For my mascara, I'm gonna go with the Supernatural Lash from Melt. I got this mascara in a mystery bundle. I love getting mystery bundles, mystery everything, I love it. And I'm gonna apply it. This is the final eye look. I really do like this mascara. It separates the lashes, it lengthens and it volumizes them, it does everything, but they are still natural, which I like. So the only thing that's missing is lips. I have this lipstick from Melt that I want to try for quite a while. It's called Old Rose and it's from their matte lipsticks. So the bullet looks like this. And it has imprinted Melt all over the tube. It's kind of a mauvey tone. Smells so good. Gonna go straight from the bullet. I think this is my lip color. Like this is really, really similar to my natural lip color. And because I had the lip oil, it doesn't really stay really, really matte, which is fine by me. This is the finished look. I really had fun just trying out all of the products from my collection. Please let me know if you loved the video. If so, leave a like and a comment and consider subscribing my channel. I'm gonna show you my kitty real quick because she's way too cute to not show her. This right here is my beautiful kitty. Look at her. So cute. And she's very grumpy. She only wants snacks. And she wants to leave my lap. But yes, she's the cutest kitty in the whole wide world. Look at her. So grumpy. So grumpy. She's just been meowing for snacks for so long. But anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching my video. And if you can, please be kind to yourself and others. Have a wonderful day. See you on the next video. Bye bye.